तो चलिए अब हम इसे लिखते हैं 100 वर्ड्स पर मिनट की स्पीड पर। 1 2 3 स्टार्ट। द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ एडवर्टीजमेंट्स ऑन कंज्यूमर चॉइस इज अनडिनाइबल स्टॉप and it's this fact that makes it imperative that advertisements be fair and truthful. Stop. Misleading and false advertisements are not just unethical, they distort competition and of course consumer choice. Stop. False and misleading advertisements in fact violate several basic rights of consumers: the right to information, the right to choice, the right to be protected against unsafe goods and services, as well as unfair trade practices. Stop para. Since advertisements are basically meant to promote a product or a service, one does see some exaggeration in the way they extol the virtues of the product. Stop. But when it goes beyond that and deliberately utters a falsehood or tries to misrepresent facts, thereby misleading the consumer, then it becomes objectionable. Stop para. When an edible oil advertisement gives you the impression that you are free of heart problems so long as you are using that particular oil and it is misrepresenting facts. Stop para. When an advertisement of a water purifier that filters only bacteria in bracket and not viruses claims that it gives 100% safe water, then it is a false statement. Stop para. When a cell phone service provider promises STD calls for 40 paise per minute but omits to say that this rate is applicable only when calls are made to numbers serviced by the same provider, then it constitutes misrepresentation. Stop para. When a manufacturer claims that the refrigerator marketed by him is the best or that it keeps the food inside germ free, that claim should be backed by adequate data to substantiate the claim. Stop. Or else it becomes a false statement. Stop para. When an advertisement for a detergent says that it can remove grease in one wash, it should be able to do just that, and the manufacturer should be able to prove this. Stop. Or else it is an incorrect statement or a false advertisement. Stop para. When an advertisement promises to give you a free gift every time you buy the advertised product, the free gift should really be so. Stop. If the manufacturer is recovering either fully or even partly the cost of the so-called free gift, then the advertisement becomes false and misleading. Stop para. If a retailer claims that he is offering a special discount on his goods as part of a festival celebration while he is actually using the festival as an excuse to get rid of old and outdated goods, then he is deceiving consumers. Stop para. When a toothpaste advertisement says that it prevents cavities, one expects the manufacturer to have the data to prove this. Stop. If he fails to do that, then he is making an unsubstantiated claim or a false statement. Stop para. If an advertisement for a face cream claims that it removes dark spots on the face and even prevents them from coming back, the manufacturer should be able to prove this. Stop. Or else it is a deceptive advertisement. Stop para. Even reducing crucial information about the product to minute letters at the bottom of the advertisement could be termed as an unfair trade practice, particularly if such information is not intelligible to the consumer. Stop para. Broadly, one can classify false and misleading advertisements into two groups. In the first, I would put all those advertisements that peddle health cures and drugs of questionable efficacy and health gadgets of unknown values. Stop. I would also include in this group nutrition related false claims particularly those targeting children, senior citizens, and those with certain health problems such as diabetes, stop. This group of advertisements is the most dangerous as they can have a severe repercussion on the health of the consumer. Stop. Para. I would include in the second category all other kinds of false and misleading advertisements in bracket non-health nutrition related that violate the consumer's right to information and choice and thereby have the potential to cause the consumer financial loss and even mental agony. Stop. Para. The best example of the first category of advertisements would be that of Neeraj Cleaning Rishikesh. Stop. Despite the Drugs and Magic Remedies in bracket Objectionable Advertisement Act, which specifically prohibits advertisements pertaining to service several diseases including epilepsy, R.K. Gupta advertised with impunity his clinic and claimed that he was offering a sure cure for epilepsy. Stop. Ironically, way back in 2000, the Indian Medical Association had declared him a quack after a committee had found that he was giving his patients toxic drugs in high doses. Stop. Yet he continued to advertise. Stop. Para. Again, in May 2003, a complaint from a consumer, the Advertising Standards Council of India in bracket ASCI, a self-regulatory body of the advertising industry, had held that the advertisement was in violation of the Drugs and Magic Remedies in bracket Objectionable Advertisements Act and the Rajasthan Patrika, wherein the advertisement had appeared, had informed ASCI that the advertisement department had been advised to withhold further advertisements of the clinic. Stop. Yet R.K. Gupta continues to advertise in other newspapers, in fact on the front pages of major English dailies and also on television channels, wherein he produced testimonials from people who the advertisement claimed had been cured of epilepsy. Stop. In the end, on a complaint from a non-resident Indian who visited the clinic for the treatment of his son and got suspicious about the medicines that the enforcement agencies finally acted. Stop. Following a complaint filed by Mr. Anjan Chaudhary through the Indian High Commission in Canada, the drug controller got the medicines prescribed by the clinic tested and found that it contained drugs which were either banned or controlled under Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. Stop. His clinic was then raided and R.K. Gupta was subsequently arrested under the NDPS Act. Stop. He was also booked under the Drugs and Magic Remedies in bracket Objectionable Advertisements Act. Stop. Consumer Education and Research Society Ahmedabad had to bring to the notice of the regulatory authority in Gujarat the sale and promotion of certain health gadgets by Canibio Healthcare in violation of the Drugs and Magic Remedies in bracket Objectionable Advertisements Act. Stop. The company was promoting the distributing sun shade to cure migraine and sunstroke, socks for acidity, pillow covers for spondylitis, palm guards for Parkinson's disease, eye shade for sinusitis.